Courtney Lev, welcome to the Valder Beebe Show live in Dallas, Texas. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am fine. Love talking finances with you because we're going to talk about ending financial invisibility for millions of Americans. What does that mean?
Roughly 17 million Americans fall into this group that we would call credit invisible or thin file. And what this means is that they either do not have a credit report or they do not have enough data to generate a credit score. And without a credit score, it can be incredibly difficult to do things that many of us might take for granted. Things like renting an apartment or financing a car. And this can hit young Americans who are early in their financial journey especially hard. We've heard that nearly half of them feel that they're already at a financial disadvantage because they don't have that credit history.
Well, I used to know that Courtney Lev is a consumer financial advocate at Intuitive Credit Karma. Courtney, tell me about financial inclusion then.
About financial inclusion?
Yeah, how to be included. How to?
Absolutely. So for these 17 million Americans who are currently excluded from credit by being in this thin file or credit invisible state, the important thing to know is that there are things you can do now to start building that credit history and get access to tools that you might currently be excluded from. Things like getting that apartment, getting that loan. And the really good news for people in this population, I know it can be very scary and intimidating, but there are now tools that can help people build credit and enter this part of the system through habits that they already have, like paying bills on time. One example of that is that Intuit Credit Karma has a tool called Credit Spark, where we can help you turn your existing utility and phone payments into positive credit history without needing to take on debt. So while it can be a scary place to be in this invisible population, the great news is that there are tools that can help you that are easy to access.
I'm going to take this one from social media. This one is coming from Facebook. My audience is spread out on multiple platforms. The poster says, your guest seems to be talking about younger people. That's fine. But what about older people when you are not financially included? How do you get in the game?
Absolutely. So this might affect young people disproportionately, given that so many of them are absolutely new to their financial journey. But what we're describing affects people from all ages, whether you just haven't had access to the credit system before, maybe you are new to the country. These tips are relevant for everybody, no matter what your age might be. So those tools like Credit Spark that I mentioned that can help you turn those payments into credit history are relevant no matter what your age is.
There you go, poster. Thank you for the question. Courtney, how do you rebuild your credit? Just a few steps. What can you do?
If you want to either build for the first time or rebuild credit that you might have had some challenges with in the past, the most important thing to do is to focus on a couple of key consistent habits. Specifically, recommend always paying those bills on time, keeping your balances low, and only using credit for purchases that you believe you can pay back right away or within that month. Those type of habits can really help you either build or rebuild your credit into something stronger. A way you can do that as well, if you want to figure out an accessible way, an easy way to do this, I love looking at some recurring smaller transactions. Maybe it's your tank of gas. Maybe you have one streaming subscription like Netflix. You could put that charge on a credit card and set up auto pay. This will make sure that you are not missing any of those payments and you're getting that positive payment history every month to build your credit without taking on any additional or unnecessary debt. That can be a great way to get started.
All right. Thank you for that information direct to my audience. Where can they go and find more information? Because this is a job, trying to rebuild your credit or get stuff off your credit report.
Yeah, it can feel really overwhelming, but the great news is if you're intimidated, there's a lot of tools out there that can help you. I would recommend downloading the Credit Karma app or visiting creditkarma.com.
Thank you so much for that great information. You've made our day.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/ValderBB Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.